Onward to adventure!
Today I am starting a new challenge. Many people have done free-to-play to Legends series before, but I have yet to see anyone do it through the wild game mode. And honestly, I'm going to start from the very beginning.
Collect cards.
By starting at the very beginning, it makes it a lot more accessible for many players to be able to get into Hearthstone, especially the wild game mode, if they've never played the game before. And assuming everyone has played the tutorial, I'm gonna play through this and skip all the way through. Now, I went through and skipped the tutorial, so what we're gonna do, if I were a new player, is I'd do all the solo adventure content, because that's the easiest way to unlock all of the new heroes. See, look, I'm gonna play Mage.
To unlock heroes, you'll need to defeat them. Challenge your favorite hero first.
And just as it said, I need to be able to play through all of these to unlock a hero. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll finally be able to start playing.
Personally, I choose...
After beating all of the classes and unlocking the Lich King and Demon Hunter, I seem to have gotten about 6 packs, 400 gold, and a lot of dust. So I'm going to go through all of these and see if I can make anything interesting. Opening the first pack, I get a really good card. It just got nerfed, but it's still a nice thing to pull. It's because I can get the full value from the refund if it's not usable. Currently, because there's a holiday event going on, if you go to the shop, you get 12 packs from multiple standard expansions for free. It's important to note that when you're first opening any expansions packs, you are guaranteed a legendary within the first 10 packs. So that's a really nice way to get more dust, even from a weaker expansion, because you can buy 10 packs and you are guaranteed a legendary from them. Like I said, you have a guarantee to pull a legendary within your first 10 packs. Now you got Astalor, Queen Azshara, Kael'thas Sinstrider, Lothar, Firemaster Flurgle, and Xyrella Devout. That's not very good. Most of those cards are not very good. Flurgle is, but I'm never going to be able to afford a Control Shaman deck on a free-to-play account. So, it is what it is, but honestly, pulling Astalor right after his nerf is incredibly valuable because I can fully disenchant him for any card that I want in the game, any single legendary. And that's very nice. Now, because you cannot play Wild until you reach Bronze 10, I'm going to have to play all the way through until I get there, which is going to take a little while, so I'm going to be playing this deck. This is a very cheap deck. Like, almost all of these cards are core set, or common, or rares. The only card that isn't is School Teacher, which is an epic, so that's 800 dust, but it is a very powerful card. It's just kind of crazy how strong Death Knight's early spells are, to be honest. And Astalor, which I, thankfully pulled very early. If you don't have Astalor, and you can substitute it for Bran if you have all the core cards unlocked. If not, you can really honestly put another Bone Digger Geist in. There's a lot of cards that can be put into this deck. It is an unholy deck, so you have a lot of very powerful cards, and as such, you're playing in very low, or if you have even a collection at all, it doesn't really matter what you're putting in. I'm not going to lie. Playing at these very low star ratings doesn't really teach you very much, because the players you're playing against are likely not very great at the game. Not that, it's their fault. They're probably new players, or they're trying to smurf for whatever reason, which isn't really a normal thing in Hearthstone. But it happens, and realistically speaking, these players are not going to be doing very well. So if you want, you can, if you're using something like HS Replay, you can just completely follow a mulligan guide. If you already know a little bit more about the game, It's pretty simple to know what to keep in or not. I think this card is just kind of absurd against, like I'm saying, these newer players that don't have much of a collection. So they're going to be playing more core set minions. So you just have, or yeah, like this. You're playing against a possible aggro druid, or maybe he just really likes the card. You never know. So what I want to do here is I actually want to coin kill, or not coin, I'm sorry. I wanted to play this, but because I do have the coin Plague Strike, I can kill this and the one that comes out of it.
Death calls.
And then there will be another 1/2 on board that can trade into this, which will give me a lot of corpses for my Battlefield Necromancer and for my Tomb Guardians. I know that this is not a very good play in a lot of circumstances, but I really want to generate more corpses, because if he is playing an aggro druid, I want to have the taunts from these so I don't die, so I can get to my mid and late game power as Death Knight. See, because I did that, I have one corpse, and I'm able to get Haunt out.
The sea floor be its own treasure. What is it?
Typically speaking, Peasant is actually a very strong card in an aggro druid deck. It's just, I have a ping hero power, but you can't really do much about that. Then I'm going to play Grains just to get my corpse count up for the turn 4 Tomb Guardians. In doing so is going to make this 4 mana cheaper, which is insane. This card feels really, really fun to play with. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played too much standard cards, so I don't know if it's actually that great, but it is a very, very fun card. I will not lie. Yeah, like I said, I haven't played too much Standard, so I'm not that familiar with all of the cards that came out in this latest expansion. But so sometimes I'll take a second to read them. Oh, wow. So I could make the argument to play the Plague Grains, Bone Digger Geist, and then Ghoul Charge and clear off some of his minions. But I really want to play School Teacher here. It has a nice 4/4 body, and it allows me to get something like Defrost or Vampiric Blood, which is honestly pretty good in this situation. I think I want the Defrost, because once I do... So this isn't in bed yet. Give this 2/1. So what I want to do here is I want to kill this minion so that this does not get the 2/1 value. It allows me to draw 2 cards. Yeah, and this is now 1 mana. I get to play Plague Grains, Grave Strength next turn on a hopefully large board. That's maybe not. This is going to be incredibly cheap.
The more you struggle, the better.
Oh, wow. So I think I'm going to go for Howling Blast here, so I can kill this, freeze this. It'll cost 1 mana. Which is going to allow me to play Grain and play my Stitch Giant.
It's my turn.
Which means next turn I'm going to play this Graveyard Shift and Grave Strength and have a gigantic board. He's out of gas. He hasn't been able to deal damage to me to get draws off the Crooked Cook. Unless he can somehow get 2 additional damage from this card. Again, he's going to miss the draw. I think it is correct to deny draw.
It's my turn.
Obviously, like I was saying, these players might not be actually that great, but I still want to play correctly because losing will just make my climb take longer, and I don't want that. So I'm going to take the safer play. It'll maybe take half a turn more. It's not important. Yeah, see? And then the game is over. I just... Yeah. Playing in these lower rank games, like I keep saying, you just want to get out. You want to have a cheap, efficient deck so you can just get out as fast as possible. And that's what I'm doing. I really want to actually play Wild, which is the format that I really like. Standard kind of just is not fun for someone like me. I really don't like how Blizzard balances Standard over the years, and I much prefer the design of a lot of the older cards. And then that was my 5th win. And as such, you have to get to 35 to even get rewards, but you have to get to Bronze 10, which is... you have to go through 40 ranks of 2-star bonuses. So that is, what, 120 stars, so 60 games to get through. That is going to take me a long time. So by the next video, I will be playing in Wild, so it should be much more enjoyable for me and for you to watch. Thank you for watching. Like I said, this is going to be a free-to-play to Legend in Wild video series. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe. So thank you very much.